should be streaming. Like, it should be live. Oh, whoa, yeah, we're there. All right, cool. Now, unsupported resolution. You need to change the resolution. The current resolution is 11. Expected resolution is 1280 by 720. What's up, guys? Good morning, everyone. That is a weird resolution. I agree. How do you change the resolution? So I just decided to download OBS. I have not used it on this particular, my new computer. Well, not necessarily my new computer. I upgraded some parts. I changed my motherboard and stuff like that. So, okay. I don't know what the heck YouTube is talking about. I don't know if I can curse. Fuck it. I don't know what the hell YouTube's talking about, but they gonna have to. Can you guys see me? Is everything good? Okay, so my audio is coming out on the left headphone, and I know exactly how to fix that. Maybe. That should hopefully fix that. I gotta go to advanced audio properties. I know that. What if I... Boom. Testing. Yeah, I can see it right here. I just don't remember how to fix it. Because, so, basically, I'm going to give you a lesson in how audio works. Good microphones only record through the left, just to put it in context. Like, you're not going to hear the right. What you do is that you just fix it so it's all left. I think that actually should work. Wait, oof. That should all work. Testing. Nope. Testing. Can you hear me now? Oh. Oof. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and revert it back to normal then. If that happens to be a problem, just go ahead and let me know, guys. Oh, man, I am excited. We are excited. I'm going to wait for a little more subscribers, a little more guys. I got to get my computer really quick so I can see you guys while I comment, or while you comment, while I look over this stuff. And we'll be able to go over this Battles of Legends, Relentless events. Also, got to drink water and do push-ups. Too strong. But yeah, I'll be right back. I got to get my laptop, wherever it is, just so I can see you guys' comments while I'm doing stuff. And also have to do push-ups. Here's that laptop. Boom. And push-ups. Let's knock these out.
Oh girl, you test my patience with all these seductive photographs and all these wild-out vacations you've been taking. Clearly enough for me to make it don't make sense. East African girl, you too busy fucking with your other man. I was trying to put you on game, but you want to play and take it.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hey, did you happen to open them? Your butt cheeks! Got him. Oh. All right. I see all you guys' comments right now. I just have to put my computer together really quick, or my laptop. Then I have to turn this off. Woo. I know. I look like a locked character on this webcam. I fucking hate this webcam. We only got 94 watchers? What? I was expecting more. Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Hey everybody, this is my bug guy. He's real cool.
How's it going, guys? Appreciate that, man.
I completely forgot all about you, G.
Oh, you're good, bro. How you been today, man?
I've been great, man. Great. What about you?
Been good, man. No complaints. No complaints, man.
How about them Bears?
Yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. You know what everybody's talking about is that we gotta watch out for the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, watch out
For the Lions?
Yeah, I was like, I had this lady because she does a lot of gambling. So she's like, oh, I'm telling you right now, watch out. I said, for the Lions in our division.
Hey, baby, I'm streaming right now. Oh, oof. You said, watch out for the Lions.
Yeah, I was
Over
like,
the Packers and the Vikings.
Yeah, I was like, are you serious?
I guess.
Yeah. I was
What's
like,
up, bro?
We're gonna see. I don't think Matthew Stafford has any key weapons over there. You know,
Yeah.
but,
Hey, somebody said the Browns are going to be lit this year.
yeah, we're gonna see.
I don't know, man. It's still the Browns. It's still the Browns.
Now to say they're not a 5-win team. Now.
I'm great, man. How are you? But man, like I don't know. Like it's still the Browns at the end of the day. Like
That's true,
having a good roster now doesn't eliminate like
The fact
what
that-
20 years of just terribleness.
Oh, it's bad season.
Yeah, like you
know, so it comes down to coaching too. You know, it was all just because you have all the greatest players. If you don't have a coaching staff who has a good game plan,
and Freddie Kitchens, I don't know, man. It's a lot of.
so we're gonna see, man, what the hype is about. You know, because everybody's getting excited. Oh, they're a Super Bowl team now.
No, definitely not a Super Bowl team.
The defense, defense wins championships, man. Like the Patriots defense, man, they look like the Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl. I couldn't believe how good they played in the
They play really well, and I'm not gonna lie. Baker Mayfield is a game changer. Somebody said that. He's good, but like you're literally saying Baker Mayfield can be Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a guy. Like
He's a freak beast, bro. There'll never be another Russell Wilson.
that's what I'm saying. Like Russell.
For him to come out and not lose to Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Remember how long it took him to finally lose to one of
Like
those guys?
Russell Wilson was the guy, and he had a championship defense. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think the Browns have that type of caliber defense.
Yep.
They have a better offense, like that's for sure. Back when Russell Wilson was barely coming up, but like defense wins games.
Big time, man.
Yeah.
Because we all seen with the Chiefs, you can score as much as you want.
Tom Brady's just gonna score one more.
Yeah, if you don't have a defense to stop somebody from outscoring you, how you gonna win?
Yeah, or if you score, make sure you hold on to the ball long enough.
Yeah, that's big.
If you got the ball in the last 2 minutes and can score, I guess you straight.
So, what do you think about that Anthony Davis pickup, man?
Anthony, to LA,
Now that's
bro. You hear him? They're gonna sign Kawhi probably.
what?
The opportunity they got the max money. They're I mean, obviously he's going to LA. He's going to see LA.
He's gonna go.
He's going to see the Clippers and the Lakers. Like, I mean, he's going to see both and he's going to see the Raptors. But just the opportunity to have LeBron, AD, and Kawhi. Boy, and you look,
I'll go drop the house,
bro,
I'll put everything I got on them to win the
and if we get number 6 LeBron,
Dude.
like the powder throwing, headband wearing numbers, bro, it's over.
I'll tell you right now, dude, that'll be a clear shot. You guys are already in the playoffs now.
Yeah,
Just by
easy. Not even. And you know, Clay Matthews, Clay Thompson's injured. Durant's not coming back this year. Oh yeah.
The Warriors are in for some big trouble, man. You know, that cheap squad is finally coming to an end, man. And, you know, I know they're all great players as that, but I mean, just those 3 on the team, yeah, it's been a cheap squad the past couple of years, man.
LeBron James is definitely in this set.
Dude, he is so mad now. I'm going to tell you right now, because they didn't make the playoffs last year.
I would be too.
And it's tough. This is what I'm telling everybody.
We'll talk about him in a little bit. We're just getting everything together. What's up?
LeBron can't do it all, you know? How he did in Cleveland, he's past that right now. He needs another superstar.
I
Getting
agree.
Anthony Davis, dude, I don't care what anybody says, because now you have to double both those guys. You can't just double Anthony Davis and leave LeBron open. You can't just double LeBron and leave Anthony Davis open.
I agree.
So they're gonna. I don't care if it's the water boy in the middle. They're gonna open players up to where they're gonna be some amazing stats, man, on these new guys, dude. And imagine having those 2 all-stars. Even if I suck in basketball and I'm on the team.
Bro, I'll be on the
Those
team.
2 guys,
Hey, we can both be on the team. Look, I'll play Waterboy. You play Tally.
we'll put on
Bro.
10 points no matter what, just the attention those guys.
Yeah, bro. All you got to do is shoot uncontested.
Dude.
Shit, I'm probably the worst shooter in the world, but I'm gonna put up 10. And I get to play with Braun. I'm putting up 10.
I'm so excited about been preaching about this Anthony Davis thing for like the last 2 months. I already knew he was gonna go, and I didn't bet the Lakers to win the championship before they got him.
Yeah.
Now you guys are favored easily.
That man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Dude, so am I. I'm super excited. I'm a Bulls fan, and I'm excited. I just want to see, another contender now, man. This is gonna be, dude. I didn't know.
And it's been what, like 5 years, and no, like just the Warriors, pretty much.
Might be going there, dude. That's huge.
That's kind of overkill, low key.
If they pick him up, that's the nail in the coffin. Go put everything in your house for the Lakers to win the championship, as long as all three of them stay healthy. Because 2 of them get injured, that's big.
Yeah. Get on Discord. I'll be able to send it to you. Because I'm pretty sure like it's somewhere in here. All I have to do is type in Blue Eyes. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, there it is.
Is it okay to go back here?
Yeah, definitely. Man, we're not talking about Detroit sports. I mean, look, I don't dislike Detroit. One of my closest friends, he's from Detroit. But every time we talk about Detroit sports, it's depressing.
That is true.
It's so depressing. Man. I mean, because you know Detroit and Chicago, they have a little heated rivalry. But at least Chicago can say, I don't know, 6 rings, 86 Bears defense, stuff like that. What does Detroit do? Oh, the Lions won championships like in the 1930s. Oh, man. I really don't know what to say. All right. So we're going to make the thumbnail. And then after that, we're going to talk about all these cards. I know you guys are here for it. But Rams are not going. Fuck the Rams.
I'll have to agree with you on that one, man.
Don't say that amongst me, peasant. No. Oh man, I have so much. And I'm from LA. I love LA, but I have so much dislike for the Rams. I've been wanting them to go to LA for the longest. They get to LA and then that shit goes down. I told when the Rams moved to LA, I told my boy, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Rams fan. Now I can't even look at the Rams in the face. It's like, yeah, I can be a Rams and a Saints fan. And you know what was I asked? What happens if they play against each other? Well, shit, I'm gonna be a Saints fan. And then look what happens. Can't even root for you in the Super Bowl.
Cheat Drew Brees out of the Super Bowl, man.
Yep.
Bullcrap, dude. If I was a Saints fan, bro, I probably wouldn't even want to watch the football anymore, man.
Bro, I sat there. The Super Bowl was terrible because my dad, he was like, basically, I was a lock-in to go, no matter what, because the Saints were going to go to the Super Bowl.
You know how much money was on the Saints last year? This is what everybody forgets.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL and all that stuff, this is a business too, man.
Yeah.
There was a lot of money on the Saints last year, man. Casino cashed out big time when they lost. Man.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts,
Yeah, it really made me
bad,
mad.
Man. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I think how it's going to go, I think the Saints, to be honest, I think you guys are going to be dominating teams by 14 to 20 points this year, man. I think Drew Brees is going to be on a mission to where that won't even be an option of happening. Even if they get cheated in a game, he'll have such a big lead that it's not even going to matter, man.
Yeah.
So I'm putting money. I'm taking the 2 GOATs. I'm taking Patriots and Saints.
You taking the Patriots again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with it.
They're giving 7-1. And Goodell's trying to build a dynasty. He wants to have the greatest dynasty ever. Mm-hmm. And what better one than giving the Patriots their 7th ring? And I'm saying, yeah, they're going to have to earn it, this, that, but because the referees tend to favor the Patriots a lot.
Fair.
I'm
not going to say it doesn't, but it does.
On YouTube,
you're the one where he hide. Yeah, I saw it. You told me to watch that.
High five, Tom Brady. Good job, man.
Yeah, he won his ticket.
That, man. You can't be doing that. So, but that's how it goes, man. So Patriots are 7-1. Rams are favored to win the Super Bowl next year.
Man, fuck the Rams.
I have no idea why. It makes no sense at all. Mm-hmm. But we will see, especially with them losing Super.
I just want to see Jared Goff, how he's going to rebound. Like, not in a negative way. I wish everybody success, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I really want to see, after he got exposed, how he's going to rebound.
3 points in a Super Bowl, man.
Mm-hmm. His entire play, the whole entire Rams offense was exposed. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I'm literally sitting there. I'm calling plays what the Patriots are going to do.
Yeah.
against the Rams defense. I'm telling you what they're going to do offensively.
And the
Like,
coaching
you're exposed.
was ready for that. They were ready. They got to realize you're going against some of the best coaching ever, you know? And to be with the experience that they have, it's very tough to go against that, man. That was their first time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All the players, even the coaches, you know? So
Yeah.
I already knew that was a kill, you know? Even though it got lucky at the end, you know, but that's how it goes.
I mean, yeah, football. I mean,
But
you
Patriots
set yourself up for those
7-1,
lucky
so
situations.
If I put $100 down on the Patriots to get to the Super Bowl, I have $700 on them in the Super Bowl.
Shit,
if
get
I
your
put
money.
$100 on the Rams and they make it to the Super Bowl, I have $300 on them.
Get your
I was
money.
like, what is that? The
Get your
odds are
money.
crazy,
That's
man.
stupid.
So I'm
Because
taking-
even in a rematch, I'm still picking the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree, man. And they've made it 3 years in a row, not just by luck. You know? So every year Tom Brady's in it until he retires, I will bet him.
Tom Brady would be Danger Thunder Dragon. I agree.
You have a good day, man.
You too, man.
See you later.
That is my bug, man. He's fucking awesome. He's such a cool guy. Always surround yourself with cool guys, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know you guys are here for the Battles of Legend review, but of course, you guys, you already know we gotta make the thumbnail. We gotta take our time. Basically, just football, bro. I sounded hella high pitched. Basically, just football, bro. You know, just the real shit. And me editing this video. Now you guys get to see actually how I make my thumbnails, which I mean, I guess is not useful to any of you guys, but still. We are definitely here to talk about sorts. Hey, Callie, have you ever played at a regional or nationals? If so, what did you play? I actually have an entire video on this. I want to show it to you. I think it's fucking hilarious. Hero's Revenge, and then you don't get the gradient. But I do have a video. Just go to my front page and then look up skits, and that'll explain everything. Hey, I like this guy. Every team except for the Eagles. I was gonna say my wife. My sister is an Eagles fan, and I can't stand her face because she's not an Eagles fan, you know, because she's an Eagles fan. She's an Eagles fan because her boyfriend's or her husband or whatever is an Eagles fan, and it's like, ugh, out of all teams, you picked the Eagles, G. Okay, so you go away. Give me that. You turn yourself into red. Or green. Yeah, we'll do green. I like the green better. And then we'll merge all of you. Boom. Bro, look at these Photoshop skills, though, G. How can y'all hate on me with these Photoshop skills? Like, this is taking years. Years upon years of just being an OG. What y'all think about my Photoshop skills, G's? Do y'all like my thumbnails? Alright, Battles of Legends, Relentless Revenge, spoilers, and review. I've been wanting to use Boral Sword for the front for a while, so we're just going to go ahead and blur this. And as soon as we are done with this, we are going to talk about that Battles of Legends, Relentless Revenge. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. I try. Like, this is years, man. Control-Shift-S. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pictures, finished backgrounds, discussions. We turn this into a JPEG file. Should we do more streams, by the way? I want to get a better thumbnail because or not a thumbnail, a better webcam. I wanted to use my Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge set. Ooh, that's bad. Set review. It doesn't matter. I'll understand what it is when I see it. Yeah, I definitely want to do more streams, but where are we? Where are we? So, Battles of Legends. Where is that spoiler? That is... And here we are. Now, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I already checked basically the entire thing. Before, I wasn't planning on doing a video, and then I don't know what happened. I think it clicked in my head. I was really looking for a Monday video, and it was like, I can just move Friday's video to Monday and then do this for you guys. It would work most of the time, but I get off it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do streams with you guys. I think it's freaking fun. But today we are going to be talking. Big oof. Where was I? I gotta go to YouTube and change the thumbnail. Like, I made the thumbnail. I can't just like. I'm a bum. YouTube. I am a bum. That was a bum move, jeez. It's like, yeah, let me spend all that time making this thumbnail only to turn around and not put it up there. Bum moves. Alright, change thumbnail. Well, I'll even be able to tell you guys some of my favorite Yugi tubers right now. Blame the controller. Your Overwatch. No. Pictures. It was finished, right? Yeah, it was definitely finished. It was under discussions. There you go. Boom. Now that shit look hot now. Alright, there's dedication. Alright. What's going on with your YouTube? You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect, King of Games. And today, we're going to be going over the entire set, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, Battles of Legends, Heroes Revenge. Can it be the hero that everyone is looking for, or will it die? Wait, how's it go? Is it gonna die a hero, or is it gonna live long enough to become a villain? Checking out this, what's happening to low tier league is dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Anyways, we are gonna start off with this list. We're gonna get 5-head dragon. Wait, somebody said the official Konami card database has every single card with pics. Want me to link you on Facebook? You could link on here because I might have some things on Facebook that I might not want to put up. I appreciate you, House of Tabs. I really do, G. Actually, well, what if we just Google Konami database? Google Konami database. Boom. Deck search, my deck card list. Is it under card list? Boom. Boom. We up in there, geez. We are up in there. Oh, I mean, I think I already got here. But we also get to see some really awesome card text. No. Never mind. Like, I wanted to see the art on the 5-head dragon. I thought that it was amazing, but it won't let me, like, no, come on, Konami. You're messing with me. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We'll just go back to this. 5-head dragon gets its alternate point. As you guys can see, it has had 1, 2, 3, too many reprints. Must be fusion summon, cannot be spell summon from other ways, cannot be destroyed by battle. You guys already know these cards' effects. What's really interesting about this card is two things. First of all, I think Konami is scoping my mind because I spent about an hour looking for this card when we were doing a retro format duel. And then the most interesting thing about it is why give us a 5-head dragon reprint? Like, we don't need the card. Like, I'm trying to think what would be the use of giving us a card like this. And then you start to realize we might be getting even more dragon support. Or I could just be outside my head. They could have just given us an alternate night just because. Next is a card, Hyperia. And this card is actually pretty bad, but it says if this card is summoned, you control one card. You can only use the effect of Hyperia once per turn. I know some of you guys may not remember or know where this card's from, but one of the big 5 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just used this card. For the people that don't know, it's like Enter the Shadow Realm or something like that. It wasn't even canon. It's not even from like the anime, but he used this card. I forget his name. The only person I remember is Lecter because Lecter was cool. He played Injection Fairy Lily and he was Jinzo. But he played this card inside of his strategy, and I don't even think it did this. Ultimately, this card's not that great, but I mean, hey, it could be decent maybe one day. You do get to, replace it. Next is going to be Water of Life. If you control no monsters, target one monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and attack position. Also, for the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you cannot activate monsters' effects except for the effects of that special summon monster on the field. You can only activate one Water of Life once per turn. This card is another Monster Reborn. You have to control no monsters to use it. And the unfortunate thing is that you can't activate monster effects except for that monster. I don't think that this card would be pretty good, but the artwork, I'm not going to lie to you, it looks pretty dope. I'm loving the artwork on the card. Ooh, after that, well, actually, we're just going to open a whole bunch and then go from there. We'll talk about the Vision Heroes and what do I think about the Vision Heroes, because I have mixed feelings about this. Vision Heroes got me in my feelings. She got me in my feelings. Poisoner, Gravito, Fetis, Vision Hero, Fusion. Okay, that should be all the Vision Heroes. Actually, I think there's one more Vision Hero card. Apparition. Okay, so with Gold Moon coin says add 2 cards from your hand to your opponent's hand and then draw 2 cards. You can only add 1 Gold Moon coin once per turn. I'm using Yugipedia. This card's not good. There's just not really much else. They're giving us a lot of anime cards, or cards that were in anime, into this set. They do it every year. So I do like that we're having these cards, but unfortunately, they're not competitive. Adding 2 cards from your hand to your opponent, like, if you can figure out ways to give your opponent bad cards, I guess. It's still a neg 1, though. Gingerbread House is actually an interesting card. It says, during your opponent's standby phase, you can have as many monsters they control as possible, gain 600 attack. Then destroy as many monsters they control with 2,500 more attack. And if you do, gain life points equal to the number of those monsters times 500. The attack remains even if this card leaves the field. So, like, it's actually a pretty... I think that the booster pack is actually really good. Like, there are a lot of cards that help some of the decks that aren't that great. And then there are some really stand-out-ish cards. But I do think that the booster pack is really good. And it's definitely worth, getting... cards from. But this card is really cheeky because, like, let's say if your opponent has a link board, you activate this card and you pass their turn, you give them all 600 attack and then you destroy all their monsters. Yes, you probably could have used cards like Dark Hole or Raigeki, but this card can be used every single time your opponent wants to, like, make a board. I don't think it's a great card, but I think it's very cheeky. On to the Vision Hero strategy. We have Vision Hero Minimum Ray. The Vision Hero monsters are based off of being able to place them inside of your spell and trap card zone as continuous trap cards. They can work well with True Draco, but I think that their best usage is with heroes. If you take battle or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card as a continuous trap card. During the main phase, you can treat this card as a continuous trap. During the main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap, you can tribute 1 hero monster, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the spell and trap card zone, you can destroy 1 level 4 or lower monster your opponent controls. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn, or each effect of this guy once per turn. I don't think he's good. Destroying a level 4 or lower monster your opponent controls is really specific. Taking the battle or effect damage seems really specific. I do like taking the effect damage because you can manipulate it and take effect damage on your main phase and then place this card to your, your spell and trap card zone, which is really cool, but he's just not a great card. The next card is Vision Hero Multiple Guy. If you take battle or effect damage, that's all of their effects. Place it in your blah, blah, blah. During your main phase, it is treated, blah, blah, blah. You can tribute, why did I do that? You can tribute 1 hero monster, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the spell or trap card zone, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and give it 800 attack. Another one of the bad Vision Hero cards. I don't think that this card is good at all. Doesn't help the strategy. Next is actually, I think this is the first one that I like. Same effects. If this card is special summoned from the spell and trap card zone, you can special summon level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck to your side of the field. I do like that he does lose you a monster, and you contribute a hero monster such as Shadow Mist to special summon him, and then he brings out a monster, which is not that bad. I think that this is pretty good. This is worth it. I think 3 boxes max value. I agree. 3 boxes would be pretty good. The reprints in here are sweet, and we'll talk about that after we finish talking about the newer cards. Vision Hero Poisoner. If you take battle or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card from your graveyard to your spell and trap card zone. I don't know why I keep reading that. If this card is special summoned, you can half the attack of one face-up monster on the field. That's not a great effect. Again, the Vision Hero monsters seem to be hit or miss with their effects, but I think that the last one that I did and this one are the best ones. Vision Hero Gravito, if this card is normal summon or special summon, target one of your hero monsters, add it to your hand. Hero support. You can tribute this card to target 2 Vision Hero monsters in your spell and trap card zone and special summon them. Easily, level 4, the best hero, Vision Hero monster that we have. And the other Vision Hero monster is really good too. I think that these are amazing. Yo, Cali, make a Destiny, Elemental, Masked Hero, Vision Hero, Evil Hero profile, anti-meta, 10 interruption, 2-card OTK. You might be on the wrong channel for that type of listing. I think there's some other channels that do it just a little bit better. Next would be 10 interruptions. How the fuck do you get to that? Vision Hero Fairies. You can discard one other hero monster, special summon this card. I actually like this card too. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can place one Vision Hero monster from your deck, except for itself, into the spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for hero monsters. You can only use Ferris once per turn. This is a monster that provides any of your Vision Hero monsters into your spell and trap card zone where you want to get it. Literally, you discard like your Shadow Mist to summon him. You put the guy that actually summons other guys to your side of the field, then you tribute him to summon another hero. Like, I like it. I think it's really, really good. It's just like really good. Next is Vision Hero Release. Target one Vision Hero monster in your spell and trap card zone and special summon it. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one Vision Hero monster in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. It's okay. The fusion is fusion summon one hero fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. You can also use up to 2 monsters in your spell and trap card zone that are being treated as continuous trap cards. You can only activate Vision Fusion once per turn. I think that card's pretty good. An apparition is if a hero monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon one level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. You can have the original attack and defense of one monster your opponent controls. This card's not great. Only engage, Widowmaker, or anything. I see Secret Raids begin at $3 or more. I cannot wait to pick up Strikers. I know you guys can't wait to pick up Strikers. Strikers are good. Now on to the Fortune Fairies. I thought they were called Fortune Ladies. I think this is all Fortune Lady stuff. Emergency Call is not in this set from what I've seen. Nope, Emergency Call is not in this set. Fortune Fairy says, when you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon from your hand. I think that's all this effects. All their effects. If this card is special summon from the hand, target one monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon level spellcaster monster from your deck. That's not bad. When you draw this card, obviously, when this card is special summon from the hand, you can target one set card your opponent controls and destroy it. That's okay, not great. You can target one of your banished spellcaster monsters, add it to your hand. That's pretty decent. You can target one other face-up monster on the field, banish it into the standby phase of your next turn. That's okay. You can banish one spellcaster monster from your deck. You can only use the effect of Fortune Fairy, and this actually might be the best one. I don't think that Vion Fortune Fairy... There's an OTK. If there's an OTK, you guys are going to have to tell me about this, because I don't see an OTK in these cards. They seem pretty decent, though. Not a great strategy, not a competitive strategy, but, you know, a fun strategy. You can make each player draw one card. So, I mean, I guess the theory is to special summon this card, draw another card, and then special summon another Fortune Fairy, but you make your opponent draw a card. So that I wouldn't want to do that. Unless, like, there's some... Like, if it says your opponent draws a card, you draw a card. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about those a little later. If you control a spellcaster monster, special summon Fortune Fairy from your hand. That's okay. You can only... Wait a second. Wait a second. If you control a spellcaster monster, special summon one Fortune Fairy monster from your hand. So if I'm playing Dark Magician, I can special summon the level 1 girl to my side of the field, and then special summon another level 1 monster to my side of the field. I don't know what I would do with that right now, but I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Fortune Fairies. This actually seems, I don't know, maybe not a good Fortune Fairy deck, but Spellcaster support? Yeah. You can only control one Miracle Stone. All Spellcaster monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense for each Fortune Fairy monster you control with different names. This card's bad. Once per turn, when an attacker is declared in the volume of your Fortune Fairy, you can draw one card. That's the best part of its effect, but that's not great. Target one Fortune Fairy monster you control. Special one Spellcaster monster from your hand or deck whose original level is one lower than that monster's. Also, during the next turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for Spellcaster monsters. This card's also interesting. I don't think it's great. I just think it's interesting. So, talking about the TG monsters next, I think Sonic Stun is a TG card. TG Gear Zombie. I love how TG monsters literally shifted from weird effects that if they're destroyed that turn during the end phase, you can search a TG card to just like clumps of synchro material. You can target one TG monster you control. Special summon this card from your hand, then the targeted monster loses 1,000 attack. You can only use the effect of TG Gear once per turn. I guess that's a free level 1 tuner. TG Drillfish. This card can attack directly. You can only use the following effects of TG Drillfish once per turn. If all monsters you control are TG, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. And it's a level 1. Okay. When a TG monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one card your opponent controls destroyed. Ah, not bad. So you can summon it to your side of the field, inflict damage, and then destroy a card your opponent controls. Not bad. And then it's also material for, your summons. Yeah, literally, it went from TG Stun. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's definitely an interesting synchro deck, though. If a monster is on the field is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can spell summon this card from your hand. This card's not good. If a TG monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This card's just not good. Like, I don't see the goodness in it because it requires opponent's interactions. Plot twist, guys, any card that requires opponent's interactions to gain its, like, summon or whatever, normally isn't good. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate the attack, and spell summon. Why is TG, like, getting shafted with support? Like, come on. Like, oh, this is so frustrating. I'm not even going to lie. Like, TGs keep getting shafted with support. Like, this is not good. Like, I try to stay optimistic, but this is just not going to cut it. God. How many viewers are on this stream? You got me thinking. Whoa, man, I'm serious. Only 154? I mean, you know what? As much as I would love more people in this stream, I'm excited to have the 154 here just watching and looking at me review these cards. So, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Unacceptable result. Miracle Stone. No, we already looked at those. Oops. The cops is coming to get me for these insane cards. Now, I'm going to make a video on it, obviously. But we're going to talk about some of those secret cards for the 154 people here. This is number 26 Spaceway Octobypass. You guys get to see me butcher card names too. It requires 2 level 3 monsters, and at the start of the battle phase, you can detach 1 material from this card. During this battle phase, a player can attack with 1 monster, and its attack becomes a direct attack. You can only use the effects once per turn. At the end of the damage step, if a monster inflicted damage by a direct attack, give it the control of the attacked monster to the player's opponent. Now, the card that comes in mind when I first read this card. No, this is how old I am, guys. Oops. This is how old I am. This is how old I am, jeez. This is the card that came to mind when this card was in my hand. I was like, finally a use for Amoeba, ladies and gentlemen. It has only taken, 17 years, and it's now useful. What Amoeba does is, when the control of this face-up card shifts to your opponent, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent's life points. It's bad. Thank you so much, Dark Zero Force. I really do appreciate it. I completely forgot that was a thing. And welcome to the clan, to the super donate squad. Oh, you're definitely helping on the way for that for a better webcam. I appreciate it, Edward Rodriguez. But literally the only thing Amoeba, like that was the first card, but a better card for number 26 is Acid Golem. I just thought of that too. And it says, during your standby phase, detach one material from this card or take 2,000 damage. So here's the game plan, ladies and gentlemen. You make Bahamut Shark, right? Bahamut Shark summons Acid Golem with no materials. Then you make this card, and then you attack with... Acid Golem can't attack with no materials, can it? Yeah, well, you attack with the Bahamut Shark. Oh, Bahamut Shark can't attack if I remember correctly. God, this is a really, really bad... Yeah, that's just not working. That's just not working, guys. Next is number 60, Durgarus the Timeless. I think that this is one of the best cards in the set. It requires 2 level 4 monsters. And it says you can detach 2 materials from this card to activate one of these effects. Skip your next draw phase. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Skip your next main phase. Special summon a monster from your graveyard in defense position. Skip the battle phase of your next turn. Also double the attack of one of your monsters. Now, the reason why I think that this card is good is because it says skip the next. Look, if I'm summoning this card, it ain't gonna be no next nothing, homie. I'm summoning this card and I'm winning. I'm giving one of my monsters double of its attack. I'm drawing 2 additional cards and winning the game. I'm also special summoning another monster to my side of the field. It ain't no such thing as you survive into the next turn. That's why I think this card's good. Like, no, not right now. I only review cards when they come out. Or when they're about to come out. I'm restricted from reviewing cards that aren't about to come out. I would love to, though. I do think they're freaking awesome. I do think they're awesome. Next is number 76, Harmonizing Gradiel. This is another level 7 monster, another rank 7 monster that's utterly disappointing. It requires 2 level 7 monsters. This card's attribute is also treated as each of its attached materials or attributes. And immediately it reminds me of Melodious card. Cannot be destroyed by battle with the monsters with the same attribute. Also cannot be destroyed by activated effects of your opponent's monsters with the same attribute. You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, attaches a material, and then if you do, attach that target to this material. Target it and then attach it. I'm sorry. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. I don't think she's a terrible card, but I think rank 7s have been getting the shafts for too long. This card is like decent. Like hypothetically, if you're going against a deck that has monster effects that get rid of, like, loads of monster destruction, obviously, and is a mono type, you summon this card and then, you know, okay, it's not that great. It's not that great. I tried. Number 97, I'm not gonna drag Glue Bion. Drag Glue Bion. It requires 2 level 8 monsters, and it is the cover card to this set. Your opponent cannot target this with card effect. You can detach 1 material from this card, take 2 dragon number monsters with different names and or from your extra deck and or graveyard except for itself, special summon 1 of them and then attach the other as material. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters or declare attacks except with the special summon monster. You can only use Dragon Blind once per turn. Do you guys actually see something good for this? Like, I don't see it, but I don't know any dragon rank monsters. And Edward, you do have a point. They might be afraid to give us good rank 7s because of Draco Sack and Big Eye, but Draco Sack and Big Eye happened like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. It happened so many years ago. It's like we've already had bad cards worse than Draco Sack and Big Eye. Just give us another level 7. Level 7 decks didn't do anything to anybody. We'll get to the Battle Wasp soon. I think the Battle Wasps are actually next. Oh, he can bring out Hope Harbinger. That's not bad. That's pretty decent. I mean, or you could have just brought out Hope Harbinger. I mean, they're both level 8s. What's number 24? Isn't that like Draculus? I think Draculus is a zombie. Number 24, Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys are actually having me remember these damn numbers. No, it's a worm, so you can't even bring that out. I do like Draculus, though. On to the Battle Wasps. Let's talk about them. On to them Battle Wasps. Battle Wasp Pin Bullseye. If you control an insect monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. During the main phase, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Battle Wasp you control. You can only use each effect of Battle Wasp Pin Bullseye once per turn. I like that it's a free monster. That's pretty much it. Battle Wasp Dart Hunter. When your Battle Wasp monster controls destroys a monster by battle that is owned by your opponent. What the hell is up with these restrictions? It has 100 attack. It can't even do the job itself. Oh, it's a hand effect. You can discard this card. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to... Why? Just why? You can target one other insect monster you control. It is suited as a tuner this turn. You cannot special summon except for insect monsters. This card's ass. Battle Wasp Sting the Poison. If this normal summon is special summon, you can add one Battle Wasp monster from your deck to your hand except for itself. Already off to a great effect. You contribute one other insect monster, then target one effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effects until the end of the turn. That's okay. So far, this is the best Battle Wasp monster. That part. Why is insect monsters, why are they so underwhelming? During your main phase, you can spell summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot spell summon monsters from the extra deck except for insect monsters. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Who are you attacking? Who do you think you... Okay, so look, let me bring you guys up to speed. Hayate can attack directly, has 1500 attack, and gives you an effect when you attack. This card, oh man, watch out! Twin Bow the attacker, you can attack twice! This isn't Battle City, G. This card's... I mean, at least you could special summon it from your hand for free, I guess. Whoever disliked this video, I will look for you, I will find you, and beat you with Cali's Blue Eyes deck. Oh, man. Poor insects are just getting the shaft. Come on, man. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 3 or lower insect monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster in defense position. That's not bad. If this card is owner's possession destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon battle. Why? Why does it have to be destroyed by an opponent? Why do I have to rely on the interaction of my dumb opponent? At least it has 1800 attack. You know what? They gave this card 1800 attack. And it was like, hey guys, but when it's destroyed, you get cards. Why not give the weaker Battle Wasp monsters an effect that when they're destroyed, you can special summon Battle Wasp monsters from your deck because they're easier to be destroyed. And then give the bigger Battle Wasp monsters, I don't know, double attack, direct damage, something like that. It's almost like deck building is hard. Azusa the Gust Bow. When your opponent takes effect damage from another Battle Wasp monster, you can inflict damage. Why? I don't care. To your opponent equal to the attack of that monster. You can only use Azusa Ghost Bow once per turn. When a monster is destroyed by battle with your Battle Wasp monster, oh man, because basically only one of them can destroy a monster by battle. This is like... Why? Why? And you only have 2200 attack. Oh. Wow, where was I? When a monster is destroyed by battle with your Battle Wasp monster, you can special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. What? God, this is a fun deck. I do love their art. I'll give you that. I like their art. But as far as like competitive viability, bro, I laugh at this deck. It's a turbo-based synchro deck. The boss monster is insane. Let's hope. Once per turn, during damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal or higher attack, you can half that attack. I mean, at least it's true to its name, Battle Wasp. Like, I can't necessarily be mad because, like, they are battle effects. So it's like, whatever. When its card inflicts damage to your opponent, you can inflict 200 damage for each Battle Wasp monster you control. Oh crap. Oh crap. It's like Trick Stars. Battle Wasp Hama the Conquering Bow. Now, look, before I even get to reading this card, this is what Battle Wasps remind me of. I think this is it. I think this is it. I think this is the name of it. This is what Battle Wasps remind me of. Like, bro. Oh, man. I Bro, they're so, bro. If this card is synchro summoned using a synchro monster's material, oh crap. So wait, hold on. You're a 6, you're a 5. And none of my 3s are, my 2 was a tuner. So the best case scenario is to use my 6 plus my 2. Or no. Yeah, my 6 plus my 2 to make this card. Better have a good effect. Using a synchro monster, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. That's not good. When it's going to inflict battle damage to your opponent, you can make all your opponent's monsters control lose 1,000 attack. At the end of the battle phase, if your opponent has not taken any damage, you can inflict 300 damage for each Battle Wasp monster in your graveyard. I would probably never use that first effect. Like, I guess. So here is the Big Bad Queen. This is the card that everybody says is going to be amazing. It is a level 12 monster that requires 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner. If this card is special summon, you can banish all insect monsters in your graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls currently lose 500 attack and defense for each of your banished insect monsters. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. If this card is synchro summoned and this card's owner control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 3 of your banished level 11 or lower insect monsters. Now look, I don't think that this card's bad. Here's the problem. There was not a single Battle Wasp monster that had an effect to activate when it was banished. If all of them had a clause that said, I don't know, if this card is banished, you can search or destroy, boy, this card would be amazing because then you have a battle theme. Your Battle Wasp monsters have some really trash on field effects that can dwindle down your opponent's life points, but then you summon Big Daddy Battle Wasp Ballista the Armageddon, gain all of those banished monsters effects, and guess what? Not only does it trample over every single one of your opponent's monsters, but once this card is destroyed, it would spell summon all of those Battle Wasp monsters back to your side of the field to force your opponent to battle. Wouldn't that sound like a viable... No, not like Thunder Dragons. These are wind monsters. You can't use them with chaos. But I'm just saying, like, doesn't that sound like a... Look, man, I don't know what y'all got to do, who I got to talk to, but y'all got to let me in on making these archetypes, bro. I'll hook them up. Summoning Swarm, Revival Swarm. Look, if they have a card, like, because Summoning Swarm does seem promising. I don't remember what it does. If Summoning Swarm says, like, special summon 3 Battle Wasp monsters from your deck to your side of the field, that'll be a saving grace. And then Battle Nest. Summoning Swarm says, target 1 level 4 or lower Battle Wasp monster in your graveyard up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. Special summon them. This deck has easy OTKs. I'm not seeing them, bro. Actually, like this video up, guys. We might just do a stream with all of the decks in here. Because I don't see them. Oh, yeah, well, their effects would be... Yeah, I guess you could say they would be kind of like Thunder Dragons. Somewhat. But I think... Yeah, no. Thunder Dragons just summoning stuff. I was talking about destruction. Maybe making... Nah, that's garbage. Target 1 Battle Wasp monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can banish this card, then target 1 insect monster you control can now be destroyed by battle or card effect until the end of the next turn. I mean, at least the first effect isn't once per turn. Please help. When your Battle Wasp monster is targeted for an attack, special summon 1 Battle Wasp monster from your hand or deck, and if you do, place 1 counter on this card. At the end of the battle phase, you can only use this effect, the Battle Wasp Nest, once per turn. If this card has 2 or more counters during the end phase, send it. Why? What was so crippling? What made this card just so good you had to put a restriction on it? What was making this card so much over the top? Like, oh man, guys, this card's busted. Let's make it be able to send to... Whatever. Battle Wasp for trash. They get the trash tier. They are complete booty. I'm sorry. They're fun. They look really cool. But as far as competitive, nope. Watch me actually. 1 week later. What's going on with you, YouTube? TheCaliEffect, King of Games here. And today we're going to be talking about how awesome Battle was. Yeah, watch that happen a week later. No Atlanteans in here. There are no Atlanteans. There's no field spell. Oh, man. All Eyes Phantom Dragon. Once returned at the end of the damage step, if your Dragon Pendulum monster attacked an opponent's monster, you can activate an effect. It can attack once again in a row. You cannot declare an attack to turn except the turn you act, or except with that monster. So this plus Odd Eyes, I guess, is like some really deadly combo because Odd Eyes inflicts double damage. I think Xander was telling me about this card. Guru was Ultra, I think. We'll talk about it a little later. But Guru, I think, is Ultra. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be spell summoned from your hand by tributing all monsters you control with a minimum of 2. Including a Dragon Pendulum monster. You can only spell summon this card once per turn this way. Once per turn during damage calculation. If this card battles an opponent's monster, double this card's attack. So it becomes 6,000. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect, you can send one spell or trap card you control to the graveyard and negate the activation. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a 0 scale. Shit. You're right. Wow, that just became amazing. I like how pendulum cards can have the most trash effects. And then you look at their scale and you're like... High-Speed Roid Kite Drake. I actually like this card. The only problem is that it requires a Wind Machine Tuner, and I could not think of one that is not a Speed Roid. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy all other cards on the field. Negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls. If this card in your possession is sent to your graveyard by your opponent's card, you can add one Speed Roid monster from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. That's decent. That helps Speed Roids like a ton. Avenged Savior. Now, it requires 2 zombie monsters. Its name becomes Revenged Slayer when it's on the field. And you can only use the following effect once per turn. Target one Vengeful card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. I love that effect. The damage calculation, if it battles an opponent's monster, send one zombie monster from your deck to your graveyard. That monster loses. Okay, so the first effect is nice. I agree. The first effect is pretty nice. I do like that first effect. The second effect requires battle. And battle effects normally aren't that great, but it does allow you to send cards like Mizuki from your deck to your graveyard, which could fuel your plays. I think that this is a solid card. It's really good. I think maybe I'll even revisit the Vengeful strategy. Like, it seems, I like it. The card of the hour, Blackluster. Oh, it's obviously one of the best cards in the set. Blackluster Soldier. Soldier of Chaos. Requires 3 monsters with different names. Another strategy I want to visit. I have so many strategies I want to visit, and I think I only have a week to visit them. Because right after this set comes out, I think the new set comes out, which is like terrible timing. I think that it should have been released this week, and then we'd have 2 weeks to, you know, like digest this set, and then we get our main set. I do think that it's really bad of the timing of this set, but still, it has some amazing cards. What this card does is if this card was link summoned using a level 7 or higher monster as material, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. It can also not be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So if I like mind control my opponent's monster and then use it, I can make this card. Also, if it destroys a monster by battle, it gains one of these effects. It gains 1500 attack, it can make a second attack, and it can banish 1 card on the field. Instant staple. Everybody needs one of these cards. Everybody needs one of these cards. Just because it's generic, it requires 3 monsters with different names. And once I start playing a Blackluster Soldier deck, this card will be even more insane. I like it. I love this card. I think it's great. I think certain decks might start playing this over, you know, because Decode Talker is actually still good. I never thought I would say that, but Decode Talker is really good. I think people might start playing this over Decode Talker, or maybe their Tribana, depending on situations, or their deck, because it has a great effect. Harpy Conductor. It requires 2 wind monsters. This card names becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or graveyard. You can only use the follow effects of Harpy Conductor once per turn. If a Harpy monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy 1 spell or trap card you control. If another face-up Harpy monster you control returns to your hand, you can target 1 spell summon monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. I like that effect. That second effect is really good. The first effect, I mean, it's not bad because you can destroy your own Harpy cards and they gain effects, but I like the second effect more. I think Harpies will be a lot better. The next main set is garbage. You won't have much to cover. Ooh. Dang, you haven't even seen the 10 promo cards we get, the 10 exclusives. Chill out, you might get needle fiber. Then you'll be like, oh, this set's amazing. I really like this card too. I think it's one of the best cards in the set. Double-headed Anger Knuckler. Cannot be used as link material. That's fine. You can only use the following effects of Double-headed Anger Knuckler once per turn. During the main phase, you can send one monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, target one level 10 machine monster from your graveyard and spell summon in defense position but negate its effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to spell summon this card. This card's just amazing. It's great. Just another great machine card to have in your arsenal. I'll talk about that once I get to, talking about the other cards. I'll definitely talk about what I think cards prices will be. Traptrix Sarah. I love this card. One of the best cards in the game. Or in the set. One non-link Traptrix monster. I want to make a Traptrix deck so freaking bad. Or maybe a hat deck. This link summon card is unaffected by trap effects. You can only use the effect of Traptrix Sarah once per turn. If a normal trap card is activated, you can spell summon Traptrix monster from your deck with a different name than the cards you control. Let me show you the Traptrix cards, guys. Oof. Traptrix. There's Traptrix Mantis. When this card is normal, summon add one Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. It's unaffected by the effects. You can target one set spell or trap card, or once per turn, you can target one set spell or trap card you control, return it to the hand, then set one spell or trap card from your hand. The search effect is pretty cool. Traptrix Myrmello is unaffected by the effects. You can add one normal trap card from your deck to your hand, and when it's spell summon, destroy it, spell the trap card your opponent controls. This card, I think it's bad. But you can, if you activate a whole trap card, you can add to your hand or spell summon one Traptrix monster from your deck. That's actually kind of decent now. Dionea allows you to target one Traptrix monster in your graveyard and spell summon it to your side of the field. But then, wait. When this card is spell summoned, you can target one normal trap hole card in your graveyard and set that target. I think that Traptrix are setting the stage to be a really good deck. The activation of your normal trap cards cannot be negated. So, thank you. I appreciate it. I think that this is setting itself up to become a really good deck, and our Traptrix Sarah is giving you more utility. Be on the lookout on Traptrix. Battleman's Trap Hole is still stupid good. Traptrix Paleo sounds like an amazing idea. Traptrix Paleo Artifacts? What was it? Traptrix Paleo Artifacts? It'd be Tap. Or Pat. What are you running, Pat? Yo, Callie, hook up a saucy Destiny Zombies deck. Why do you got... I'm going to keep going. How does that work? What does that even do? No. This requires 2 wind monsters, high speed rubber band shooter. During your main phase, you can immediately after this card effect resolves, normal summon 1 wind monster. You cannot spell summon monsters from the rest of the deck except for synchro monsters. You can banish 1 wind synchro monster from your extra deck. Reveal 2 speed word monster with different names from your deck. You can reveal 2 speed word monsters with different names whose levels equal to that synchro monster. Your opponent picks 1 and adds it to your hand and send the other to the graveyard. I think this card may be better for speedroids. I'm not 100% sure how they work, but I think that it would be a decent deck. The card of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody said this works for Mech Knights, and this is exactly what I was thinking when I saw this card. It requires 2 monsters except tokens, and it says you can activate the effects of your side frame gear monsters in your hand while you control a monsters. If a face-up psychic monster you control is banished, cough cough, when you use the effect of your purple, while this card is on your field, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of the turn, add 1 side frame card from your deck to your hand. It also works with Ritual Beasts. So there it is. Yo, Callie, hit us with a Ritual Beast deck profile. Steeds is super dumb. I agree. Steeds is a really, really, really good deck. But yeah, Purple Nightfall plus this card is really good. Plus your Ritual Beast plus this card is really good too. This card's really good. The next card is Magical Musketeer Max. It requires 1 level 8 or lower Magical Musketeer card, and this is what's going to boost Magical Musketeer into competitive relevancy. If this card is Link Summon, you can activate one of these effects. Add Magical Musket spell or trap cards with different names from your deck to your hand, up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. Special summon Magical Musket monsters with different names, up to the number of spell and trap cards your opponent controls. You can only activate max once per turn during... You can only use the effect of max once per turn. During either player's turn, you can activate Magical Musket spell or trap cards from your hand. This is what makes Magical Musketeers amazing. And looking at TCG player, let's see how much Magical Musketeers have skyrocketed. Because I told some people to buy Magical Musketeers, just because this card will make it better. I didn't know when it was coming out, so didn't include it in the video. Oof. I have fat fingers. Oh man, Casper's back to 20. Starfire's 14s. And everything else is trash. But Casper's are back to 20s and Starfires are 14s. I'm glad I didn't get rid of mine. I don't know about hard card. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. I don't care about anything until it immediately comes out, because we don't know what the format will be. I don't even invest my time into looking at what they do, unless like I really like the art type. But then again, I don't go further from there. The Magical Musket spell cards are still relatively low. Let's go Yu-Gi-Oh. Thank you. I don't care about any other card game. Yeah, so it's pretty much back to the same. No Madolche reprints, unfortunately. Zero Madolche reprints. So next, yikes. Gimmick Puppet, Chimera Doll, Salomon Great, All Mirage. Dark Sacrifice, and I think that is it. Yeah, everything else is reprints. We'll talk about the reprints as soon as we're done with these 3 cards. Yeah, I know. I'll fix it next time. Come on, give me my Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll. This is weird. Bro, I agree. Talking to my boy Paul from Team APS, I'm telling you, he is my man. Finally. Bro, that is sexy. Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll. During your main phase, if you control this Link Summon card, you can activate this effect. You cannot spell summon monsters from the extra deck except for Machine Xe monsters. Also, take 1 Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck, either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Then if all monsters you control are Gimmick Puppet, minimum 1, you can spell summon Gimmick Puppet monster from your hand. I think, here's one thing I really want to point out to you guys. Both of the Link monster, or every Machine Link monster, just requires Machine Link monsters like Cleefort Genius, this card. All of the Machine Link monsters seem to be interchangeable with one another. So it's like, man, this is really good for Machine decks, period. And in like its restriction, it says except for Machine Xe monsters. That can be okay depending on what deck you're playing. And the fact that it doesn't restrict you to just Gimmick Puppets, I really do like that. Salomon Great All Mirage is a normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I don't understand what's the hype behind this card. I know it's a good card. Just looking at it, it's a good card. But maybe you guys... yeah, I stream on Twitch. I do a lot of streaming on Twitch, but I stream Overwatch. I don't touch Yu-Gi-Oh! On Twitch. But if you guys can explain the hype behind this card, I could see it. I like that it does require a normal summon monster with 1,000 less attack. It says you contribute this card, target one monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. When a normal summon monster you control is destroyed by battle, while this card is in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card from your hand. Oh, I'm sorry. When a normal summon monster you control is destroyed by battle, while this card is in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card. Why I say from your hand? It's for Alistair. Sengan, I don't get it. Like, Sengan into this is okay, I guess, but it's like... How do you search multi-faker? Huh. I'm trying to think. Oh, Sengan into this and then search multi-faker. And then Alistair into this. I don't see the reason why Alistair into this other than it just being a link arrow pointing down. Oh, duh, because it gets the monster off your side of the field. Big brain, guys. You guys have big brains. You guys have insanely big brains. I think that Invoked Mech Knight is really good. I don't think it's meta, but I think it's really good. Dark Sacrifice says when your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy cards on the field, negate the effect and send one level 3 or lower dark monster from your deck to your graveyard. It seems good in theory, but I don't think it's that great. But you guys have big brains. Freak, let me borrow you guys' big brains for that. That is smart. You guys are amazingly smart. Going over the reprints, Vision Hero Vion is a secret rare. Vision Hero Witch Raider is unconfirmed. Stratos, I think, is an ultra rare. Vision Hero Trinity is an ultra rare. Are they going to give us the new ones? Nope, they're not. Vision Hero Trinity is an upgrade. These are unconfirmed. Dragon Necro of the Soul is in here. I didn't even know that, but I prefer the ultra rare over the gold rare. Crimson Fox and Kaleido Chick are in here. Predaplant Blast is in here. Dino Wrestler Prankatrops. Do we have a secret rare? No, we do not. See if I can Google it. I'll see how beautiful, because I know there's some images out there on this. Nope, I just can't find the images. But it is a secret rare. I think... So just going to the cards that have like value immediately, Prankatrops seems like it's going to be a $5 secret rare when all the dust settles. If it's a hard to pull secret rare, it can be a lot more expensive, but I think that its lowest point is $5. Boral Sword Dragon, I think, will be a $20 secret rare, and I think it's guaranteed to be hard to pull. Salaman Great Sanctuary will be like $1. You only play one. Will of the Salaman Great will be like 50 cents. Cyberstein, what is Cyberstein's right now? That's the big question. Because Cyberstein literally, its only print is like rare and it comes from like some weird pack. Is Cyberstein even legal? How do you spell Cyberstein? I'm being a bot right now. Cyber ST will work. Yeah, you get the Shonen Jump Ultra Rare, so good luck. And then you have, it's about, it's $11, $12. We should do a market watch. No. It's like 15 bucks. 12 to 15 bucks. Should we do a market watch, guys? Oh, we got one yes. We got one yes. I wish there was like something to like gauge it. Guardian Order is one of my favorite cards. It's getting a reprint. Looking up Guardian Order's price, I'm telling you guys, it's kind of insane. It was kind of insane. There's one of those secret gem cards. Uh-oh. Like, this is kind of insane for a card that has never seen competitive play. Like, ever. Market watch. Market watch. Black Dragon, Callow Serpent, and White Dragon, they could be... What are they right now? We might make a market watch, but I'll tell you guys this. I will give you guys a market watch. But here's the drawback. It will not be right now. Alright, I can see these dropping to like $4. I'm pretty much giving you a market watch right now, am I? I can see these cards dropping to like $4, $4 to $5. And then these taking the price of that, being around the 8 to 10, just like how you said, Mr. Frunk. I can see these being 8 to 10. Artifact Lancia. Bro, Artifact Lancia's got to be $5. I know Lancia isn't worth much right now, but this got to be at least $5. This gotta be at least... It's gotta be, bro. It's the only rarity above common. It gotta be 5 to 10. Easy peasy. One thing I don't want you guys to fall into is don't buy these cards at their hype price. Like, they're going to drop. Guaranteed. They're not going to go up. 0% chance that these will go up. Well, not 0, but still, like, the chance is just stupid low. Like, they're not worth buying immediately off the bat for their insane price. Wait till they drop a little and then pick them up. I can see Sipes going for about $5 each. Man, I want a case of this. Just because of the reprints. All of the Shadow monsters won't be worth anything, and it's the perfect time to pick them up. Perfect time to pick them up. Pick up your Shadow cards. Look at me. Pick up your Shadow cards when they're not worth anything. Public service announcement. Top Terror Guru will be like $2-3. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber won't be worth anything, but it's a card you should pick up. Are the Necros cards holding up well? You guys will get a semi-market watch with this, and I'll definitely consider doing a real market watch soon. Oh my lord. Wow. This is the lowest Necros has been since, like, even the Forbidden list, they were more expensive than this. If you guys want to pick up your Necros cards, this is the time. You definitely pick up your Necros cards now. I mean, everything's going to be stupid expensive. We're not even 2 weeks in. Oh, Super Slumbers are expensive. Nah, they'll go down. Because Kaiju Slumber wasn't necessarily a played card. It's only expensive because it's like a 3-year-old card. And on top of that, it's a super rare. And it's good. But once it gets to reprint, I don't think that the super rares or secret rares will be worth like a ton. Herald of Arclight. I can see this card being like $2-3. Again, it's one of those cards that's not good right now. But since it's only had 1 print, I think maybe 2 prints. Maybe the Mega Pack. But yeah, since it's only had 2 prints, it's expensive for no reason. So I can see it being $2 or $3 once the higher rarity reprint comes out. And then it'll go up in price as time, you know, goes by. Necro Cycle is a secret rare. That's good. Summon Limit as a ultra rare. That's amazing. The last cards to talk about are these Sky Striker cards. Ray might go up. Ray might be $4 to $5. Mobilize Engage will obviously go down. It'll be around $5 to $10. Widow Anchor. Oh, I'm sorry, not Mobilize Engage. Mobilize Engage. Isn't Mobilize Engage like 20s right now? So here's the crazy thing. If you want your OG print engages, you pick them up now. You pick them up now. Because depending on how long or the printing of the engages and the competitive relevancy of Sky Strikers who just so happen to come second, let's say the Forbidden list comes around, Sky Strikers don't get touched, which they shouldn't get touched. There's nothing to touch about Sky Strikers, and they're still powerful. This card will shoot back up to $30, $40. The reprints will go up to $20, $25. There's the perfect time to buy your OG first Sky Striker Mobilizes Engage. Like, this is the perfect time. Maybe a week when the set just drops and everybody's getting it. That's a great time too. But this is around this time is the perfect time. Afterburners, don't even bother. Widow Anchor, what is Widow Anchor right now? Might be $10, right? Maybe $10. No, it's still holding strong. Widow Anchor's still holding strong. I think it'll be $10 and it'll be a card that'll go up too. None of these cards are upgrades. They're just straight up reprints. Utopia Kaiser. Utopia Kaiser will have the exact same effect as Minerva. Let's look at Minerva, guys. You guys remember when Minerva was $20 pre-orders? Do you feel bad yet? Because it never got back to that price. Now, it is a card that you guys should be picking up. I think I made actually, I did make a video on it. I want to say it was cheaper than this. But, yeah, I think that Utopia Kaiser will follow that same trend. And Minerva was more playable than Utopia Kaiser. So, there you have it. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to see what you guys think about that market watch. So for the people that are watching this stream late, post down below in the comment section if you think market watches are a really good idea. And I really do enjoy you guys. The first thing I want to say is thank you so much. Like, seriously, you guys are awesome. I love every single one of y'all. Y'all be bugging me for deck profiles and don't be supporting the Patreon, which I guess is okay because y'all, I still love y'all. But, you know, I do thank every single one of you guys. Again, it's been so awesome to be hanging out with you guys. I want to do more live streams in the future. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It'll be the Dark Magician deck profile. I think that should be up tomorrow. But later, guys. I'm going to go play Overwatch.